Jonah had always been the quiet one. At school, he sat in the back row, avoiding eye contact with teachers. At home, he let his older brother Daniel do all the talking. And in social gatherings, he became part of the furniture, unnoticed, unheard, invisible. But inside, Jonah wasn't quiet. Inside, he had a world of thoughts, ideas, and jokes that never made it past his lips. He wanted to speak, to be heard, but every time he tried, his tongue felt like a block of wood, and his voice, if it ever escaped, was barely more than a whisper. One day, his teacher, Mrs. Adams, announced something that sent a chill down his spine. Next week, everyone will give a speech in front of the class. The topic: the most important lesson I've learned. Jonah's stomach tightened. A speech? In front of the whole class? He imagined himself standing there, sweating, stammering, everyone laughing at him. He thought about skipping school that day. But then he remembered his mother's words. The only way to break free from fear is to walk through it. That night, he stood in front of the mirror and practiced. He spoke in whispers at first, then louder. He recorded himself, cringed, and tried again. His brother Daniel found him rehearsing. "You should try talking to people before the big day," Daniel suggested. "Start small." Jonah hesitated, but the next morning he took a deep breath and greeted the bus driver with a clear, "Good morning." The man smiled back. At lunch, instead of nodding silently when his friend Mark asked if he was okay, Jonah answered, "Yeah, just a little nervous about the speech." Mark grinned. "Same here. Want to practice together?" For the first time, Jonah realized he wasn't alone. Others were afraid too. The more he spoke, the easier it became. The day of the speech arrived. Jonah's palms were sweaty, but as he stepped up and he remembered his practice, the small conversations, the realization that no one was waiting for him to fail. He took a deep breath. "The most important lesson I've learned," he began, "is that shyness isn't who you are, it's just a habit you can break." As he spoke, the class listened. No one laughed, no one judged, and when he finished, they clapped. Not out of pity, but because he had something worth hearing. Jonah sat down, his heart racing, not from fear, but from excitement. He had done it. He had found his voice, and he would never let shyness silence him again. Shyness isn't a permanent trait. It's a barrier that can be broken with small, consistent steps. The key is to start speaking, even if it's just a word at a time. Confidence isn't about being fearless, it's about pushing forward despite the fear. Please like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom.